These are the top 5 sequels that are better than the original. 5. From Russia with Love. Most of the James Bond movies are standalone adventures, so you may not really think of them as being sequels, but From Russia with Love, the second Bond movie, actually mentions the events of the first Bond movie, Dr. No. From Russia with Love improves on Dr. No with a far more sophisticated plot, more suspense, and better action sequences. Number 4, Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. I don't hate Star Trek the motion picture like some people do, but it's trying to be too much like 2001: A Space Odyssey, and the pacing is just glacial. But Wrath of Khan has excellent pacing and some very entertaining space battles. Also, whereas the first movie had this entity in space as the villain that could at times feel a bit nebulous, Star Trek II has one of the best villains ever in the form of Khan, played by the great Ricardo Montalban. Number 3, Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick surpasses the original Top Gun for really 2 main reasons. Number 1, it has a tighter script with a more emotionally compelling through line. And number 2, the innovative in-cockpit filming for the aerial combat sequences make its action sequences just a cut above the first movie. Number 2, Terminator 2. I adore the original Terminator, but there are some scenes in that movie where you can tell they're impacted by budget constraints. In Terminator 2, the money is very much on screen. A lot of it went toward the computer graphic effects, which were instrumental in bringing the T-1000 to life. And the T-1000 was a formidable adversary that raised the stakes from the first movie, which is what any sequel hoping to best the original needs to do. And number 1, Back to the Future Part 2. I've already made a video on this that you can go check out if you want, but in short, Back to the Future Part 2, in my opinion, has a more sophisticated plot than the first movie and more suspense.